the fiery furnace, the three Hebrew lads, and the fiery furnace. The three Hebrew lads and the fiery furnace. That is our topic for today. We are going to be discussing the three Hebrew lads, Shadrach, Meshack, and Abednego in the fiery furnace. In Daniel chapter 3, we are told that Nebuchadnezzar the king made an image of gold, whose height was 60 cubits, and the breadth thereof 6 cubits. He set up in the plain of Dura, in the province of Babylon. Nebuchadnezzar the king, he set up a golden image, and he said that everyone is going to worship the golden image, and that music would play. All manner of musical instruments would play. And when the music was playing, when all the instruments were playing, the harp, the flute, and all others, then everyone would bow before the golden image and worship the golden image. All the civil servants and the cabinet of Nebuchadnezzar gathered at the golden image to bow before it. But after a while, people noticed that three young men, the Hebrew lads, Shadrach, Meshack, and Abednego, were not coming to bow before the golden image. And some people were very upset, and they went and complained to the king, to King Nebuchadnezzar, saying, "Oh king, didn't you make a decree that every time the music plays, when all the instruments play, that everyone should bow before the golden image?" And the king said, "Of course, that's what I said." So these three Hebrew lads, Meshack, Shadrach, and Abednego, they've not been coming to bow before the golden image. So the king summoned the three Hebrew lads. They're already provisional commissioners in that system, provisional commissioners, very high level, very high ranking officers. So they were asked by the king, "Is it true what I hear, that you're not bowing before me? You are not bowing before the golden image that I've set up, that you've chosen not to worship me, and you've chosen not to worship the golden image that I've set up?" And they said, "Okay." They said, "Okay, yes, it is true. We shall not lie to you. We cannot bow before that golden image. We cannot worship you. We cannot worship other gods, because we serve a living God, and this is the God that we worship." So the king said, "I'm going to throw you into the fiery furnace." And they said, "Oh king, our God will deliver us in the fiery furnace. He will deliver us. But by chance, if he chooses for whatever reason not to deliver us in the fiery furnace, we still will not go ahead to bow before you, or to go ahead to worship your gods, or to worship the golden image. We shall still worship our God. Whether he chooses to deliver us or not, we shall still continue to worship him." So King Nebuchadnezzar got very upset, and he ordered that they be bound. So the three Hebrew lads were bound with their hats and their coats and everything. They're bound. And now and the king said, "Make the fire seven times stronger, 7 times hotter." So the fire was made to be 7 times hotter. And the three Hebrew lads were thrown in there. And the people, the soldiers who threw them in there, burnt instantly. As they were throwing them into the fire, they burnt instantly. But now, King Nebuchadnezzar was shocked, and then he asked his people, what is this I see? Do I not see 4 men in the fire, walking around loose, not bound? Didn't we not throw 3 men bound into the fire? And now I'm seeing 4 men walking freely in the fire." And the people looked and said, "Yes, our king, this is true. Actually, 4 people are in there walking freely in the fire, not bound." So the king ordered that the 3 Hebrew lads come out of the fire. And the king marveled that the 4th man who was an angel. Angel with capital letter A, which means that was Jesus, that the fourth man, Jesus, had shown up to walk with Shadrach, Meshack, and Abednego freely in the fire. And when they came out, everyone marveled because they were not smelling smoke. Even hair had not been singed by the fire. Their bodies had refused to be touched by the fire. Their bodies had refused to be touched by the fire. And Nebuchadnezzar declared and said, "This God that they serve, this is the real God, the true God. And if anyone says anything bad about Abednego, Shadrach, and Meshack another day, these people, whoever will come with a bad report concerning these people, will be thrown into the dunghill and his body cut into pieces." So King Nebuchadnezzar was very happy with the three Hebrew lads, very happy, and he promoted them. He promoted them in the province of Dura, and he declared and said, "This God they serve, he knows how to deliver. And anyone speaking anything evil about these people, these three Hebrew lads, that man will be punished severely. His body will be cut into pieces and he'll be thrown into the dunghill, because their God is a God who's alive and who's able." We all know the story of the three Hebrew lads. We all know how God fought for them inside the fiery furnace, that Jesus himself showed up to fight for them, to be with them in the fiery furnace. They were thrown in bound, but in there they walked around loose. And when they came out, their bodies had refused to be touched by the fire. And their hair, not even one hair was singed by the fire. And they were not even smelling of smoke. They were completely untouched, completely untouched. My message to you and to me is that this God we serve is a God who's alive and who's able. Sometimes we fear. We fear situations. We fear people. We fear opportunities. We fear. We keep thinking, maybe I'll perish. Supposing that God will fight for us the way he fought for Abednego and Shadrach and Meshack. Remember, he's the same God. He changeth not. Jesus is going to be with us in that situation. Nebuchadnezzar said he has sent an angel. He said this God they serve has sent an angel, but it wasn't an angel that God had sent. It is Jesus himself who came. Jesus is with us in every situation of our lives. We need not be afraid. We need not fear. He has promised us. He has said, "I'll never leave you. I'll never forsake you." He's with us in whatever situation we're going through, and he'll give us the victory. All we need to do is show a little boldness, a little boldness, a little boldness, and not to be afraid. Thank you very much for listening to me. Subscribe, share, like, and comment. Bye bye, and God bless you.